So I wanted to go over this video and talk a little bit about the importance of September 2015 this year and all that is happening in that month. There are several critical events that are colliding into one month. As you may or may not know, we will have the fourth of 4 blood moons that will happen that month. We will also have the year end of the Shemitah year and the beginning of the Jubilees year, although there is some arguments whether we are actually entering a Jubilees year or not. There are some people who argue that we're not. I believe we are, and I have some evidence to suggest that we are entering a Jubilees. And in fact, this is no ordinary Jubilees. This is actually the 70th Jubilees in the history of the world. And it's very, very important for the sheer number of Jubilees, the 70th of the Jubilees. And the 40th Jubilees since Jesus Christ, which is also a very significant number considering the 40 years of wilderness wanderings in which the nation of Israel, the Israelites at the time, entered the land of Canaan after wandering the wilderness for 40 years, and how significant of an event that was. There's also, references to the flood, 40 days of flood, in which Noah and his family waited for the flood to end. So there is some really important significance to the 40 and to the 70. So the French foreign minister back in May of 2014 said the following words: "We are on the verge of a climatic abyss." And in fact, we have 500 days to avoid climate chaos. And he continued to say that we had exactly 500 days to avoid climate chaos 2 more times in that speech. Why is he giving us an exact day of September 23rd, 2015? Could it be that he knows something? Okay, this is the French foreign minister. This is a very powerful elite who's most likely a part of the inner circle and has a great deal of intelligence and knowledge on what is coming in September. Could this be the reason why the UN General Assembly, which will commence September 15th, 2015, has made it their top priority, the issue of climate change? Okay, could there be something going on that the citizens of the world are not knowledgeable of, but that the elites are? I think we might be onto something. If we look also at the agenda of Pope Francis for 2015, without a doubt, Pope Francis's number one issue this year is the issue of climate change. He has made a variety of public statements about climate change, how it is an issue of morality, how we need to deal with it as Christians, how the Catholic Church needs to approach climate change. He's made it personal even. He's given it such a platform where no pope in the history of the papacy has ever given the issue of climate change very much credibility. And here comes Pope Francis. He's made a lot of unusual statements. One of his statements was, "The effective struggle against global warming will only be possible with a responsible collective answer that goes beyond particular interests and behavior and is developed free of political and economic pressures. On climate change, there is a clear, definitive, and ineluctable ethical imperative to act. The establishment of an international climate change treaty is a grave ethical and moral responsibility." Why is he making this an initiative? Why in 2015 is he making this the priority? There's got to be a reason. All of this is coming together.
Price of apple eve. Caught up in the in crowd, now you're in style. And the winter gets cold, in vogue with your skin out. City of sin, it's a pity on a whim. Good girls going bad, the city's filled with them. Mommy took a bus trip, now she got a bust out. Everybody ride her, just like a bus route. Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin. And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. Life starts when the church ends.
66 million years ago, an asteroid impacted Earth on the Yucatan Peninsula. It was about 6 miles wide.
We have 500 days to avoid the climate chaos. Very important issue of climate change, climate chaos, and I said that we had 500 days to avoid the climate chaos.
And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. Life starts when the church ends.
So in the third secret of Fatima that's posted on the Vatican's own website, we actually see a situation in which the Holy Father is walking through a city that appears to be destroyed or in ruins of some sort, and he is praying for individuals who are dead along the way or who are in the process of dying. And then he himself is eventually killed by a group of men carrying guns and who fire bullets at him. So that's part of the third secret of Fatima that has been posted on the Vatican's own website. However, there is a lot of speculation that this wasn't the whole prophecy by the young woman at the time, Lucia, who the Roman Curia basically enchained and enslaved to a room for the rest of her life to prevent the secret from getting out. A lot of people believe there's a significant larger portion to the third secret of Fatima. And in fact, Malachi Martin, who read the third secret, acknowledged that it involved an apostasy at the top of the hierarchy. That means the Pope. What we see from this excerpt, this makes the Pope look good. This makes the Pope look pure and holy because he's being persecuted, but actually Malachi Martin, among other Catholics who are now dead, many of them, have acknowledged that is not the case.
And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. Life starts when the church ends.
This pontiff will preside over a deception of his church. He will actually mislead the church and take the church in a completely different direction from the gospel of Jesus Christ.
And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. Life starts when the church ends.
Hey guys, this is a mega news flash. On this bill there's this blue stripe. It's a hologram. What it is, it's, if I move it around, it's the Liberty Bell. It's the Liberty Bell, and it's ringing. And if you move a hologram, the hologram moves. So if there was a clanger in there and it's going like this, what would it be doing? It would be going ding, 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 ding. They are sounding their alarm. This bill is a vehicle to distribute their plans. That's what they're doing. These are their plans. It would be going ding, 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 ding. They are sounding their alarm. This bill is a vehicle to distribute their plans. That's what they're doing. These are their plans. It would be going ding, 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 ding. They are sounding their alarm. This bill is a vehicle to distribute their plans. That's what they're doing. These are their plans. To nuke the United States. It's Satan's plan, by the way, Satan and the fallen angels. But we have members of our government who have been taken over by demonic spirits, and they're part of this. There it is. This blue line, it also represents a water event, a water event, a water event, and it's the bell ringing. They're ringing the bell. It's the Liberty Bell, and it's ringing.
Pope Francis will be in Philadelphia addressing the World Meeting of Families 3 days after climate chaos strikes and begins. Is something going to happen in September? Is something specifically going to happen to the United States? Is Pope Francis planning a meeting to quell the chaos and the nervousness of the American people? Do they need him here in the U.S. to quell, to calm people as they're freaking out over chaos and what has happened? Don't rule it out. Watch for it. It's coming, okay? You need to be building your ark. You need to be constructing your ark. I don't mean building a literal plank wall of wood. No, that's not what this is about. It's about building up who you are in Christ Jesus the Lord. It's about lighting your oil. It's about getting spiritually ready. It's about getting rid of strongholds. That's what building the ark means. Okay, that's what we need to be doing as a bride. We need to be in submission before Christ. We need to be ready for his coming.
I am the light of the world. No, don't leave my eyes alone. I don't want you to touch them. No, don't touch my eyes. No, you are hurting me. They're burning. What have you done to them? What have you put on them?
Go and wash his eyes.